What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the madness. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of production. We're going to be making a small backing track which we can loop, and then we're going to be able to put our own guitar or vocals on top of it if we'd like. I'm going to show you the process along the way, launching Cubase, starting an empty project, and recording the MIDI files which eventually become audio files with the keyboard. So, without further delay, let's jump right into this bad boy. All right, so here we are in Cubase. We've got a brand new project here, which I called Backtrack, saved it up, created a new MIDI track right here with all MIDI inputs coming from the going into the montage, and then it's got any for the USBs as far as like where it's going. So now we're going to be recording this new track, which is going to be the rhythmic piano, and then I'm going to do the lead piano, then the bass, and then the drums. And we'll see how it comes out. Let's go ahead and get this first track recorded. All right, let's see how it sounds. All right, let's go ahead and record something over on top of that. All right. Sounds pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and smack some drums in here. So we'll go ahead and add some drums. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there's the bass drum. Let's see, add some snare. All right, sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on. See what it sounds like. Sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and add a bass. Go ahead and give this one a whack. My bad, camera died for a second. Let's jump right back into this thing. So what happened was I took this track up here, I went to MIDI, and I went to dissolve part, and I dissolved it into separate channels. What happens then is all of the parts that I just recorded get broken off into their own channels, right? So all of these are the different channels that I used in order to make the one sound, right? And then I took each of these and I outputted them to a certain USB based on the track, right? And I used that in order to make these 3 audio tracks. So what you do is you basically arm these to take in a certain bus of sorts, you know, whether or not it's drums, guitar, whatever, and then you create an audio track out of it. And then once you've got all of that done, you've got a backing track, which you can use to jam over, as you can hear in a second. All right, let's give it a whack. All right, as you can see, guys, it's not too terribly difficult. You just slap down some tracks, slap down some drums and a bass. Now you've got a backing track that you can use in order to jam guitar on or do some piano. But either way, maybe some piano for the next time. Hope you got something out of this. Really appreciate you guys stopping in. But until then, I'll catch you all on the flippy floppy, y'all. Ciao.